We've just turned around some sound. This is from the air traffic control tower regarding this particular plane. Let's roll it.
Okay, hold short of there, Tango 1, contact ramp on 118.17. Let him know that you need to go back to the gate.
Okay, hold short, Tango 1, and we'll contact ramp.
Engines on fire, engines on fire! Engines on fire, we're calling the fire rescue right now.
Miles, do me a favor, weigh in on what you just heard. And also, I'm just curious, I would imagine if according to these reports, you know, the pilot of this plane traveling behind reported seeing fuel leaking. Don't they do walk-arounds? How was this not caught ahead of time?
Well, certainly if they were doing the walk-around, they saw fuel leaking, that would have been something you catch for sure. But what you have to think about is, on those walk-arounds, it's not like they're opening up the cowling of the engine. And even if they did open it up and looked at all the fans and all the connections, there might have been a perfectly fine-looking connection which gave way when they tried to start the engine, which is typically what would have been happening as they were taxiing toward the runway. So, you know, generally you start out with one engine going, and then you fire up the second one as you get closer to your clearance for takeoff, all part of just a fuel-saving measure. So it's quite possible this all kind of transpired in the process of starting up that engine. They wouldn't necessarily know from, there wouldn't be any indication in the cockpit that the fuel was leaking. There's no indication of that. I mean, eventually, I suppose you'd see the gauges go down, but that would take a little while. A fire you would get some indications of, but it's obviously, in this case, was very helpful that other pilots got on the radio and said, hey, you've got fuel leaking. They were already on their way, apparently had made the decision to go back when the fire began.